Welcome! Every Sunday, I bring you three brand new homes to choose from, low, medium, and high price ranges so it can match your budget. Hi, I'm Diana, a relocation real estate specialist right here in South Carolina, and I help people just like you move from all over the world and relocate to South Carolina. If you would like some complimentary services, then contact me below. I'd love to help you find your next lovely home.
Before we take a look at the homes, let's talk a little bit about the location of Sea Island Preserve. So it is just outside of Charleston, and we are about 2.5 hours to Myrtle Beach and 2.5 hours to Savannah, then 3.5 hours to Jacksonville, and about to Atlanta, Georgia. It's just a great coastal area. I absolutely love living in the Charleston area. It's just my favorite part to be at. And let's go ahead and zoom in so we could see a little bit more about the local area. Welcome to Sea Island Preserve. It is a gated community with a conservation area with walking and biking trails and greenways for plenty of opportunities to spend some time outdoors, including this beautiful pool and covered pavilion. It does include high-speed internet with 175 TV channels provided by Spectrum. That's included in your HOA quarterly fees. Here is the pickleball court.
Now let's take a look at these three properties.
The Vanderbilt model is our highest price point, starting at $653,000. It's 4 to 5 bedrooms, 2.5 to 3.5 bathrooms, 2-car garage, and it starts at 3,200 square feet. It does have a formal dining room area and an open floor plan with a den to work from home. The owner suite is downstairs on the first level, and the upstairs has a loft area. Plenty of space for everyone, including a balcony out to enjoy the backyard. Here are the different elevations of exteriors that you can choose from, and let's go ahead and take a look at the interior. Our mid price point is Dunwoody Way, and it starts at $620,000. It's 3 to 4 bedrooms, 3 to 4 bathrooms, 2-car garage, and 2,400 square feet. It does have a nice open floor plan that has the kitchen, dining, and gathering room combination. It features 3 bedrooms, all in separate locations for privacy, and it does have an owner suite with a large walk-in closet and plenty of storage, with a 3rd bay for a garage, cart, or storage. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside tour. Our low priced option is Abbeyville model, and it starts at $536,000, 2 to 4 bedrooms, 2 to 3 bathrooms, 2-car garage, and it starts at 1,600 square feet. It has a well-integrated kitchen, dining, and gathering area filled with natural light, and it does have an office or cozy den area and an owner's suite with a walk-in closet that looks into the backyard. So let's take an interactive tour. So here we have a look at the master map where it's showcasing the 5 different phases of availability. The first 3 have been sold, and even phase 5-1 has all of the lots sold. So now we're looking at phase 5-2, and the available sites are indicated in the green. My favorite site would be a corner lot and facing water and or greenery. So sometimes you just have the greenery and not the water view, but usually if you have both, that is a very nice located lot. So let's take a look at 546, and we can tell that this is the Dunwoody floor plan. It's very narrow, and because the lot size is narrow, so you actually are limited to what type of floor plans that you can choose based on the width of the lot. Another very nice site here is 501, and this is a premium lot because of the size of it, how wide it is. So usually you pay more for it. So if we're going to click on 501, it tells us which floor plans we're allowed to build on here, and because it's so wide, you are allowed to build pretty much any floor plan that you like. So we have the Woodward floor plan, then the Vanderbilt floor plan, Abbeyville, Dunwoody, Martin Ray, and Summerwood. So lots of choices here that you can choose on 501, and it has greenery and a large lagoon. I actually prefer larger ones versus smaller ones, because the smaller ones, when there is not a lot of rainfall, it's just like a mosquito breeding ground over here. And then let's take a look at 5B. And these are the sites available, which are in green. So this one again has both lagoons, and we have a greenery behind it, which is very nice. And then we have these ones just facing some greenery that's available. This one is a very particular triangle shape where your backyard will be facing directly into your other neighbors. And the red is indicators that they are sold. The gray means that it is unreleased. Sometimes working with the builder, we can place a down payment to reserve these as they are being released. So it's just like a down payment that is applied to the purchase price. This is a very nice size width for a house, and this one, as you can tell, you can build any of these available homes on this floor plan, just how wide it is. So that is the overall look of the map. So we have downtown Charleston. It usually takes me about 20 minutes to get there without traffic. And then we have James Island. So if I'm driving to James Island down this road, it takes me about 30 minutes or so to get to Folly Beach, depending on the traffic, of course. And here is Johns Island. There is also another beach here, but they have like private club access down here, so it's a little bit more difficult to get there. We also have plenty of parks around. We have the Johns Island State Park, but this is best for horseback riding and archery, and if you have even four-wheelers, because it's there's a lot of horse droppings if you're trying to walk it, so it's not the best to walk. So I usually just go ahead and go to the James Island County Park over here because it has great walking trails, and also it does have a dog park that is just so great if you have little fur family members to take them there. All right, so let's go ahead and take a little bit closer look at what's nearby the home site. So here is the home location site, and there are schools nearby. So the schools that we have is Johns Island High School. You can't see it here. I don't know why it's not popping up, but and then we have Angel Oak Elementary here. If at any point you're not satisfied with the school choices in this area or any area, you can just do school of choice and then have your children go to a different school by applying, and that happens every February, March time of every year, and it's sort of like a lottery system depending on the school. But for example, my son goes to James Island Charter High School instead of the Johns High School area. And then we have the grocery store. So this is Food Lion over here. But across the street is going to be built a Harris Teeter. And if you're not familiar with Harris Teeter, it's sort of like a Publix. It's a more of a higher end grocery store. And then it doesn't show it here, but there is a KJ's around here. That's another grocery store as well. There are a couple walk-in clinics on Johns Island, but there isn't a major hospital, so you would have to go to the Charleston area for a major hospital. There are also some smaller service sites like dermatologists and orthodontists and etc. All over James Island, West Ashley, even Mount Pleasant, just all around. If you are an active duty military member, here is Joint Base Charleston. You're either going to be seen here or on the Naval Weapons Stations base up here, because it just depends on how your assignment is and what branch that you're looking at. Let's take a look at some of the dining options that are available, and there are more than what is shown on these icons here. And we have plenty on Johns Island, close to the Sea Island Preserve. For example, there's one off here that's not listed, like this isn't a restaurant. However, there's another one that's hidden. I'm actually going to make a separate video featuring Johns Island and showing one of my favorite secret restaurants that's off of Maybank and River Road. But there are plenty to choose from, and there are pretty high rated ones and some not so high rated, but usually there are so many to choose from that you cannot get bored. So if you are a foodie, you have hundreds, if not thousands, of choices all over. So for example, James Island has quite a number of restaurants, and it's not popping up on the icon here. Every time I go to downtown Charleston, I try a different restaurant, and I'm always happy with the result. So, but I'm not that picky either. But anyways, plenty of breweries and places for you to enjoy. Lastly, if you're into shopping, it's going to have to be outside of Johns Island, because There aren't that many choices on Johns Island, and West Ashley has the most stores. I mean, they have TJ Maxx, Marshalls, I mean, so many stores to choose from, but also there are major shopping malls here in the North Charleston area. I don't know why it's not showing the icons, but we have, malls over here, and we also have another mall in West Ashley that's pretty big. Let's see, is this one it? Square Shopping Center. Yeah, Citadel Mall is right here. Yes, it doesn't have the greatest ratings, but usually people just put a rating down when they're not happy. And then we have a couple choices on James Island and tons of choices on Charleston. But Charleston is pretty expensive, just to give you a heads up that any store in this area, because of the high taxes and high rental costs, yeah, you're probably going to pay a lot if you buy in this area, but it's still fun to go. And then there's tons of shopping in Mount Pleasant. I don't know why it's not showing here, but a lot of choices in this area as well as of course, North Charleston. So there we have the overview of the site. I hope that this was a little bit helpful.
Well, friend, what did you think about these homes? What did you like? What didn't you like? Comment below. And if you comment guide, I will send you the brand new relocation guide for 2024. I hope to talk to you soon. And in the meanwhile, check out this video.